Hello folks, welcome to another video. Hear the crunch 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 of my feet. So today is December 15th, 16th, and today is going to be Merlin's final ride before his winter break. I'm gonna take him for a little hack. He had a really good schooling session on Tuesday. It was fantastic. So the boys are in a different field at the moment because Merlin and Mickey are being babysitters to a young horse who's going to be added into their field, but they just want him to have some buddies. So that's what they're doing right now. Are you being a babysitter? So we're gonna go inside and go for a little hack. It's cold, so we'll be lucky to hit 30 minutes. Okie dokie, my friends. So I thought, you're gonna have to put up with the sound of crunching hooves in the snow. I thought that it would be fun to take you on a little Christmassy ride. This is gonna be the last ridden ride of Merlin for quite a few weeks. To be fair, by the time that this video goes up, half of his break will have probably already passed, if I'm being honest, at the rate that I've been going with my editing. Hey, excuse me. I've kind of been weaning back his workload over the last, few weeks for sure. He's only been doing 1 or 2 rides a week. Yeah, I've still been doing lots of groundwork with him, but we just haven't been riding as much because, to be honest, it's cold and I don't like riding in the cold as much. In the winter, I just lose motivation because of the seasonal blues and that kind of thing. My mental health is a lot better than it used to be, but I very much get seasonal depression. I just view it as a good opportunity to give his mind and body a break, and a good opportunity for me to just have a bit of an easier time when it comes to the barn, because when it's minus 20, it's hard enough to motivate myself to come out here and stand in the cold to feed him. Since it's gotten colder, NATHALIE and I haven't been seeing as much of each other as we were in the summer because we've been doing our best to organize it so that our boys don't miss any feed days. So on a day where she's not going out that I am, I'll feed Mickey and vice versa. We've been having about 1 barn date a week, and we try to do something special on those days. So, letting Merlin and Mickey loose together in the arena, or actually 2 weeks ago today, we did some free jumping, and we're still gonna aim to do stuff like that over the winter. I think we said we were gonna aim to do 1 free jumping session per month over the winter, which I think is a good goal. I just want to get a through the ears video. Gotta keep the content going for Instagram. Okay, you gotta watch your feet because there's still rocks there. Good boy. No, you're not gonna do anything but walk. He knows that sometimes I will let him T-R-O-T or C-A-N-T-E-R here. It's just the ground. He's like, what is that? He'll still come in and do some free lunging and that kind of thing, but he won't do any proper lunging, long lining, riding until probably the end of January. Now, that being said, there's still the odd chance that I might, if it's a really, excuse me, Merlin, no. Yeah, so there's still the odd chance that if it's a nice day in January and it's a weekend and it's sunny, I might get on him and take him for a little hack. But my plan is to give him 4 weeks for sure, which works out really well because I'm going to be away for basically 2 of those weeks anyway. Something tells me I'll probably give him until mid-January off completely, and then he will probably do, good boy, you happy to be out? Yeah, and then I'll probably do a week or 2 of groundwork. He'll come back into work slowly from there because he is a bit more spicy in the winter, so I'm not just going to get on him. For the first few rides, I'll always lunge him before I get on, but he has been much more sensible so far this winter than he has been historically. It'll be interesting to see if he's more sensible coming back into work after a break. It has been the most incredible summer. Thinking back, you're all right. Thinking back to that summer and fall training plans video that I did, it was actually kind of like this because it was a GoPro ride-along video as well. I've done most of the goals that I had set out for that. I think I had set them in categories of hacking, cross-country, dressage, and show jumping. We've definitely surpassed the goals that I had set for hacking, which I think was just to keep exploring the property and get him comfortable going out on his own. And we had a few hiccups here and there, but he overall did really, really well and has become such a confident solo hacking horse and a great leader for other horses if they want to go out hacking. He's very brave. Yeah, and then dressage, I think I had set a goal of just getting him steadier in the contact, transitions and laterals, and I've pretty much done that. He's way better with his transitions. If you've been watching my videos recently, you know that that's something I've been working on a lot. We've also been working on some leg yields and some shoulder ends. And I think I also said I wanted him to have his lead changes. Well, when I started working on lead changes in the summer, he was having a hard time picking up the lead to the right. I think he was going through a bit of a growth spurt and his stifles were weak. So he just was not ready for me to start asking him for lead changes. That is a rock. That's literally a rock. Yeah, Merlin. It's a rock. We did a couple sessions and he got a couple, but that's going to be a task for next year. But other than that, all of our dressage goals were met. What else? Jumping. I think I wanted to jump him over some height through a gymnastic. I said I wanted to do some bounces, introduce him to cross country, that kind of thing, and to jump a course. So the only thing we didn't succeed in 100% was the course. I didn't jump him enough to get to the point where he was like comfortable and game to do a full course out front. That'll be like an aim for the spring. Once he is back under saddle and he's fit again, to start doing some jumping exercises, and then once the jumps are out front, we'll start doing that. So we'll start out the year working on some coursework. Yeah, I'm going to do another video early in the new year about goals for next year, because I've got some quite, not big goals, but big goals for me, because horses are expensive. So, you know, I can't afford to go out every weekend, but I would like to do some off-property outings next year. Cross-country wise, I basically just wanted to introduce him to solid fences, and we did that. So we had our little log that we had out here. We jumped the little tiger trap that's in the arena. We did some tires, and there was another jump that I wanted to jump, but we just didn't quite get there. So he's done a few solid tight fences this year. Next year I have some idea for some like simulated cross-country stuff that we could do in the arena. Yeah, hopefully take him off property to do some cross-country schooling once he's fit and I have money to hire someone to take me. So that's the only thing is for me it's transport to get off property. So that's one of the reasons I moved, other than to be at the same barn as NATHALIE, was just there's a lot more I can do here because of the facilities than I could at the other farm. It's a wonderful thing to be able to have advanced his training so much this year at home, even though we didn't really go off property. His horizons have been expanded a lot this year, which I'm really, really happy about. I apologize in advance for how jumpy this is going to be. The chest cam is not great for trotting. Thing is work in the snow is so good for them. It's harder work for them because, you know, well, you try running through the snow, that kind of thing, because there is sand underneath. I'm trying to make him go in the fresh snow, so that one, I know the footing underneath is good, and two, he can't he won't trip over the frozen sand. There, he's just on a nice long rein. So much more chill than last year. Like, it's Sunday, he hasn't been ridden since Tuesday. I think I free lunched him once. He got a good workout yesterday when we moved them into the field with the yearling and they ran around a bit, but like, this is completely different from what he would have been like. I couldn't have done this with him last year at all. Being a good boy. We can try some. You want a canter? That's the wrong lead. Hey, there you go, good boy. And I'm just gonna let him go at whatever pace he likes, because it is harder for him. Just leisurely jaunt through the snow. I know it's hard. I feel him wanting to come back to trot. Oh, I know, good boy. Good boy. Steady. Let's cross over here, good. I just don't want to go directly in the tracks. Good boy. Steady. Easy. And good boy. Come on. You're not being spooky, I trust you. And whoa. Was that hard? He's like, holy crap, Mom. That's hard work. You walk. You need to catch your breath. Merlin. Just walk a little bit and then I'll let you canter, I promise. Alright, you gonna canter? Good, hold right, lead and everything. Excuse me. You're not Merlin. Hey. I say he's being very good and he's being very strong. He's not going fast, but he's just wanting to pull. Good boy. Steady. Steady. Ooh. And there you go. Good boy. Steady. There you go. Much nicer. Not the strong boy. There you go. Don't you dare. I really should be in my jump saddle, but oh well. Good boy. And whoa. Whoa. Good boy. Good job. Very good, dude. Very good. Those canters might have whizzed you off a bit, eh? Careful. Oh, it's just so nice. Like, I feel such a sense of accomplishment with him this year, with all that we did and how confident we've both gotten. Like, we were always confident with each other, but I'm so much more confident now, like going hacking on the, you know, the farmer road and that kind of thing. And like the time that I pushed through and we followed the turkeys, even a few months ago I would have just turned around, but because I got the experience this year of knowing that he's brave as long as I let him look and take the time to process, it ended up being a really good experience for him. And since then he's been super confident hacking, well, everywhere, ever since that ride. If there's anything I learned from my break from riding this year, which I will go more into detail about, I think in the new year. Well, no, I guess this video here kind of counts as a year in review. I'm going to do basically like a year in review with both him and Eve, the little bit that I did with her at the start there. We'll combine that with like a year ahead type video here, and I'll go a little bit more into detail about what happened and why I couldn't ride and how he spent a lot of time in the fields and that kind of thing, because it was a really tough situation. I'm not going to go into specifics because it's not my business to tell, but there were circumstances that happened that were really tough. If there's anything that I learned from that break from riding, it's just that breaks are beneficial and they're not going to set him back in his training or me in my riding. You know, in January, February, we'll both get our fitness back together. I have a lot of personal goals for next year, just because this year has been so rough. I very much want to start 2025 with a clean slate. All of these personal goals that I have, I'm really going to focus on over the winter to set habits, because I tend to prioritize him over my own self-care stuff. So working out and that kind of thing, I know I can't do it today because I have to go to the barn. I'm going to really make sure that I spend his break establishing those good habits even while I'm home, so that when it comes time for me to bring him back into work and start spending more time at the barn again, some of those habits will hopefully will start to be becoming ingrained. Anyways, I will leave you guys here and we'll see what we get up to for the rest of the week. So one has a drink while the other eats the food. And we go say hi to the new buddy. This is why I love these blankets though, because they're so reflective.
They are.
Hi! I hate to see you one more time before I go home. Oh. Mickey's ears went back. Hi. Hi. Mickey's like, that's my mom. Look at it.
I'm like, equal love.
What do you want?
Merlin's just lunging.
What do you want?
It's like, I'm not going for this.
You're funny. Hi. Hi.
You're not feeling very comfortable. Put your ears forward. No.
You're ridiculous. Mickey's the Grinch and Merlin is Sam the dog. Is it? No, it's not Sam. Max.
Max.
Max the dog. Mickey says, buff humbug. Mickey says, Mother, you're not paying attention to me.
Sorry. I just like the hats.
Will you put your ears forward, please? Mickey is being such a cranky old man tonight. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed a little sit behind Merlin's ears and discussion of our training plans for the summer and fall and how they panned out. I will be back again soon with another video, and yeah, until next time, I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye!